What is going on, everybody? This is your boy, Abil Mahari, here with another edition of MehariNation Sports slash Radio. Coming to you on a cloudy day here in the Twin Cities here. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to the entire Lions Den boxing and basketball community. Man, I'm telling you, bro, we had a sensational week of basketball. There's nothing going on in boxing at the moment. So you know what? We're going to use most of this time, this short time that I have here, and then we're going to talk about the NCAA tournament. Boxing conversation with Reggie Rollins. Salute, my brother. Mark Wonderland, representing Utah. Salute, my friend. Okay. Boy, I just watched Auburn and Kentucky go down in overtime. Woo! Man, oh man, oh man, what a game. I'll tell you what, though. Auburn, salute to Auburn, man. They've been playing fantastic basketball in this tournament, and now they made it to their first ever Final Four. This is the first time in school history that they made the Final Four, too. But yeah, man. Also, Texas Tech made the Final Four, too, as well last night. Man, they've been playing sensational basketball, too. Let me check on some stats here against Gonzaga, though. They basically contained Gonzaga the whole time. King Louis, my brother, salute, homie. Yeah, man, I'm not going to be alive for too long. I'm just going to give you some of my thoughts there, and then we got Michigan State and Duke that's going to come up soon. So I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on it. This whole tournament, man, has been fantastic. I mean, Purdue and Texas Tech, I should say Purdue, and then Virginia went down to the wire, though, man. Man, shout out to Carson Edwards. The kid was playing fantastic basketball throughout that whole tournament, man. I mean, he was sensational. He left it on the floor with 42 points in the overtime loss. Fantastic game, man. Salute to Purdue making an outstanding run to the Elite Eight, man. But just came up short. Congratulations to the Virginia Cavaliers. They avenged the first round embarrassment a year ago, and now they're in the Final Four. And then now we got Texas Tech. We also got just making sure real quick, making sure so I don't mess this up. So I really don't mess this up. We got Virginia and Texas Tech in the Final Four, and then Auburn just won. So now we got Virginia versus Auburn. Two different styles, man. King Louis said Calipari just needs to go to the NBA. Last time he was in the NBA, he was in New Jersey. I mean, he did decently though, but I just don't think I don't think he can do well in the NBA level. I just don't see it because, you know, people don't recognize Calipari is a bit of a control freak. So I think he'll probably struggle if he tries to go to the pro level again. I think he's just better off staying in the college level. But yet, I mean, salute to these teams though, man. I mean, Auburn defeating North Carolina and also defeating Kentucky. Those are two monster programs, and they beat them both. They handed North Carolina a horrible defeat. I mean, they were lights out from downtown. It's unfortunate shame though that Ochiki tore his ACL though, man. I'm sure he would have loved to be there on the floor tonight. But they played very well in spite of his absence. But I think the absence of Ochiki is going to show against Virginia because I don't think their size. I think their size is going to be definitely be taken advantage of. But they do play excellent defense and they know how to They know how to trap very well. Texas Tech though, salute to them, man. Texas Tech is the best defensive team in the nation, though, man. Let me tell you this: I had Michigan in my bracket to go to the Final Four. They held them to 44 points on 28% shooting the entire game. I mean, when you hold one of the best offensive teams in the nation in Michigan to 44 points, you really are a fantastic defensive team. I mean, the way they move their feet on their switches. I mean, it was fantastic. I just loved every single minute of it. Unfortunately, my team, Houston, who also had him going to the Final Four, I mean, the lack of size hurt them Friday night, in terms of like getting their rebounds and stuff like that. So is Duke out? Mark Wendland say, is Duke out? Nope. They're going to play in about a couple minutes against Michigan State. But I'll tell you this, though. Duke has been getting way too lucky, man. King Louis says his gift is for finding talent is undeniable. Facts. I agree. I do agree, King Louis. He's excellent in finding talent. But in the NBA, it's a different monster because you got to convince people who make millions of dollars to come play for your team. I'm not sure how he would do it. He didn't do it too well when he was coaching the Nets. So it'd be interesting if he does decide to do that. So yeah, man, the game between Michigan State and Duke, it's gonna be another interesting matchup. The whole concept of their plan is to try to stop Zion Williamson. Let's put it like this. Duke is a young team, and they're getting experience during this whole tournament. It would be different if this were an experienced junior or senior-led team, but these guys slowly are figuring themselves out at the moment. But the problem is they're not good 3-point shooting team, and they turn the ball over way too much. Just watch the last two games, how teams have been able to turn the ball over against them. And the only way they've been able to get out of it was by their superior talent and just throwing the ball to Zion Williamson and getting the hell out of the way. It's going to be very interesting to see how Duke will approach this game. I know how Michigan State is going to do. They're going to try to trap Zion Williamson with double, triple teams. So it's going to be up to Trey Jones. Shout out to Trey Jones. He's an Apple Valley person from Minnesota. And it's going to be up to Wade R.J. Barrett, and then also Cam Reddish to step up and make shots. You know what I mean? They're gonna have a hard time getting shots off against Michigan State. They're very sound defensively, but Michigan State does turn the ball over too. So it's gonna be a very interesting match, to say the least, though. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to get some footage for you guys, because this Friday they're gonna have their open practices and they're gonna have their Reese's high school game. So the thing is this, though, man. The thing is this. We're going to have a very interesting Final Four once we get down there. And I'm going to make sure that we get some interviews. I'm trying to get some interviews at the VIP experience. If not, I'll just show them the live sit around press table there and then get you a picture of the championship trophy. As much as scrutiny as the NCAA has taken it, for all the transactions and all that stuff, you can't deny the amount of basketball and all the close game we've seen. Perhaps my favorite regional finals, the weekend of regional finals, was way back in 2005, where 3 of the games went into overtime. West Virginia and Louisville went into OT, and then Arizona and Illinois went into overtime and came back. They actually were down by as many as 15 points, came back and won the game in overtime. And then Michigan State and Kentucky went into overtime there too, with that Jordan Sparks 3-pointer that had a multiple replays there. They went into double overtime in that game. You know what I mean? The bottom line is this, though, man. As much as we can discredit and hate the NCAA for all the things that they've done, which is an absolute fact, you cannot deny that when it comes down round time for March Madness, we're getting a lot of great basketball. You know what I mean? And then about, let's say, and then after that, in 2 more weeks too, we also got the NBA playoffs on April 14th. And I'll tell you, though, we got some good series and all that. So I'm going to save that conversation for that in the next few live streams. You know what I mean? When you look at the standings right now in the NBA at the moment here, let me post this up real quick. The Bucks are the top seed in the Eastern Conference, along with the Raptors second, the Sixers third, the Celtics at fourth, the Pacers at fifth, the Pistons at 6, and the Nets. Shout out to the Nets. They've having a great season with 7, and then the Heat are hanging on to the 8th spot. In the Western Conference right now, obviously the Warriors are first, and the Nuggets are battling for the top spot in the West right now with the Warriors. Then the Rockets at 3rd, and then again in the 4th place is the Trailblazers there. And then you also got the Utah Jazz 5th, Clippers 6th, Spurs 7th, and the Thunder holding on to the 8th spot. I'll tell you this though, man. The between April, May, and June, you're going to see a lot of good basketball. Normally, sometimes in the NBA playoffs, there's a lot of blowouts because it's a long series, so you don't try to extend too much energy in the first few games until the teams get the proper adjustments made. But when it comes down to the NBA Finals, hopefully we get a competitive matchup up there. So at least it will probably go to full 6 or full 7. You know what I mean? The bottom line. So yeah, man. In the next few minutes, though, we got Michigan State and Indiana. Did you hear about Roger Mayweather? Yes, I did hear about Roger Mayweather, Mark Wonderland. It's a very sad time for him, man. He's been really battling health problems the last couple of years, though, bro. So, but he's been the heart and soul of Floyd Mayweather's career, man. I wish him all the best. Shout out to Roger Mayweather, bro. Hearts and prayers go out to him and his family at this difficult period of time, though, man. Yeah, he was a fantastic trainer. I would say, I'll answer this question too, Mark. I think Roger Mayweather was perhaps the better trainer than Floyd Mayweather Sr. because Floyd Mayweather Sr. was teaching Mayweather Jr. the defensive approach. Roger's like, no, you got to go in there and you got to go in there and be aggressive out there in fights. You don't win the fights by being defensive. You win the fights by punch landed. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I just went outside of that a little bit though. Bottom line. So the point of the matter is this: the Final Four, man, it's gonna be a very very interesting Final Four with Virginia and Auburn going against each other, and then whoever goes against Texas Tech. Oh man, it's gonna be some interesting basketball. So if you look at the Final Four brackets at the moment here, let's take a look here. Just 1 second, everybody. As I take this out here. So yep, Virginia and Auburn is going to be in the first bracket on the right, and then on the left side here, oops, and then the winner of Duke versus Michigan State is going to face against Texas Tech. I'll tell you what, though, man, I'm going to be interested to see Texas Tech and Duke because Duke is the most dominant team in the nation, but they're not unbeatable. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And then Texas Tech is one of the best defensive teams in the nation. They hold their opposition to their lowest scoring totals. So against Gonzaga, they held them. If you dismiss the 69 points, they've been holding opponents under below 40 to 50 points a game. You know what I mean? They do a great job with their defensive rotations. Always doing a great job communicating and switching. And then on offense, though, they know how to spread the floor and using the three-point shooting to their advantage. You know what I mean? It's going to be I'm going to be interested to see how this Final Four is going to turn out. What's up, Hyphy? That's the wrench assassin here. Yeah, man. You know my brother Hyphy how he do. That's right. And I just wanted to say I want to apologize for everybody for not going live yesterday. I had some family commitments I had to take care of, though, bro, and it took up most of my time. So I promise you, I won't miss any other lives for the little while, though, man. But I do got some group discussions that I wanted to discuss over in the next few live streams, just to try to get some more views and try to get some more subscribers or whatever I can. So whoever's got wrenches, though, just continue to spread the word about my channel, so that way we can continue to get more subscribers. Right now, at the moment here, I think I have over let me see. I have over 137 subscribers. So let's push the goal for 200 subscribers. That means you go ahead, use your social media outlets, talk about MehariNation Sports /radio, and all the content that I'm going to provide for you guys. You know what I mean? That way we can try to get more discussion and more interaction. You know what I mean? And the other thing too is this, though, man. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more better approach of how to present my presentation a bit, and then also, you notice the Chicago Bulls logo there too. I'm thinking about making a silhouette of my own personal logo, so that way I can try to be at least more presentable and more marketable. To try to make sure that that people who come into this channel can express their opinions, but no trolling, no racist BS around here. I will not tolerate that, and my people who have wrenches though, they won't tolerate that. Any trolling, any racist stuff, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. That's all. That's I wanted to get that off my chest though. But bottom line, this though, man, Auburn did a really great job containing Kentucky's front line late in the second half, and then their guards were just fantastic. And Kentucky couldn't shoot a lick. I think they only made one 3-pointer in that second half, and that was off of a PJ Washington 3-pointer. I'll say this about PJ Washington. He really impressed me though. His ability to score in the block, his ability to finish through contact, and his athleticism in playing defense. He's very impressive to me. But I think he'll probably be a top 20 pick or probably just a late first rounder if he decides to go pro. Because I think he's still got some other flaws too. He's not a good ball handler. He's not good at creating his own shot. You know what I mean? And his shooting prowess has been in question too. So, but shout out to the Kentucky Wildcats. They played their hearts out there, man. But it was Auburn's day, and they played inspired basketball with Ochiki, who came back in the second half with the wheelchair and all, wanted to support his team, and just his presence out there, his spiritual presence really uplifted the team, and it made them play a lot more better in the second half. And then they just took it to Kentucky, and then there was no looking back. There was no looking back. Yeah, man, it's been a fantastic basketball with Purdue's guards who were sensational. I'll tell you this, though. I'm gonna say this. I mean, Klein missing that free throw. Woo! I tell you what, though, I've been there. I'm gonna tell you a little story. In my second year playing Special Olympic basketball, we were in the state championship game, and our team was up, but let's say about 2 points. If I made both free throws, we win the game. So I went to the line, confident as it can be. I was relaxed, took in my time. I made the first free throw, but then missed the second. Then the next thing you know, the opposition guard raced the ball down the court and then puts up a three, and then our teammate fouls the three-point shooter, drops the bucket, and then after that, he made the free throw to score the 4-point play. They ended up winning gold, and we ended up winning silver. Woo! Boy, I was upset for about a good week. Man, it's tough though, man. I mean, this is why March Madness is the best time of the year, and it also can be the worst time of the year. Because that kid, Ryan Klein from Purdue, he's a senior, man. He was fantastic, making 3-pointers left and right throughout the regionals, semifinals, and the regional final. But that one free throw, he's going to remember that for a long time. Nitty G, salute, man. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, man. He's going to remember that for a very long time, for the rest of his life. He was playing the best basketball of his college career, and this one free throw. When you practice that so many times, it just becomes routine. But when it comes down to the big stage, the big moment, and then you miss one, I would hate to be him. I really do, man. I really do. But hey, I'm sure he'll bounce back somewhere down the line. But, when you're a senior, you're gonna remember that for a long time. This will be part of his college legacy. I've seen a lot of tragic things in basketball. Obviously, the Weber timeout in '93, when Fred Brown turned the ball over in '82. And then Olajuwon not boxing out Lorenzo Charles in '83. This man, just a lot. It's unfortunate, man. But this is why we love March Madness. It's the best time of the year, but it's also can be the worst time of the year too. For a lot of these kids who are seniors who are playing their final games of college basketball ever. Corner Girl 66, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Don't come on in. Yeah, it's unfortunate though, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm getting flashbacks of all the times where I missed big shots. When I missed 3-point shots. Yeah, haven't been keeping up with the tournament this year. Has any of the number one seeds lost? North Carolina lost. Gonzaga lost yesterday. Texas Tech contained them and shut them down in the final 2 minutes. And then Auburn pulled out the big upset, defeating North Carolina Friday night. They shot the lights out in the second half. And then Virginia, as the number one seed, made it to the tournament. So they're going to go against Auburn. And then right now, Duke and Michigan State are going to go at it right now. Duke is number one, and then Michigan State's number two. But yeah, bro, these games have been fantastic. You know, all the great finishes. You know, all the spectacular performances, all the stories behind a lot of these teams. This is why we love March Madness, though, man. You know, the camaraderie, the excitement, the anticipation. Karl Malone was good at missing free throws. Damn right. Game one. Yep, we just beat Kentucky. Yep, that's right. And guess who's celebrating about that too? Charles Barkley, man. You know, Charles Barkley went to Auburn, never scratched the Final Four. So to see it, I'm sure he's happy that his alma mater of Auburn's finally dancing in the Final Four in Minneapolis. I know he's going to be celebrating throughout that whole time in Minneapolis. But yeah, to go back to what Mark Williams has said, that Karl Malone was good at missing free throws. Oh, man. You remember the 1997 NBA Finals, Game 1. Pippen steps into Malone's ear and said, like, just remember, the mailman don't deliver on Sunday. And then he missed 2 free throws. And then on the next possession, Michael Jordan breaks Brian Russell's ankles for the first time, hits the game winner. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, Utah Jazz, man, y'all had some great teams in the during the 90s, but couldn't beat number 23. That's just how it is. Roll Tide. Yeah. Hey, Auburn, man. So congrats to them, though, bro. Auburn did it, though, bro. So now I'm telling, I'm gonna say this. I think the absence of Ochiki is gonna be exposed in the Final Four. You know, because he's a versatile player who can plays different positions. You mean Rhodes ears? You know how that goes. Oh man, yeah, y'all are great though, man. Y'all are great with your comments though, man. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this though. I'm gonna be excited when the Final Four comes to Minneapolis. I got my tickets all ready to go, man. We're gonna have some real fun down there in the U.S. Bank Stadium. I've been to U.S. Bank Stadium only once for a University of Minnesota go for a baseball game, but never been there for a live event. So it's gonna be an honor and a privilege to be watching those games from inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Just the camaraderie, the anticipation, and all the great basketball that we're gonna see down there. And also, I'm just anxious to see how these practices are filled too. I just want to see one Zion Williamson dunk and just feel that for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that when Zion Williamson is gonna be ready to dunk, get the cameras up, get them all ready to go. The good news is that these practices during the Final Four are open to the public. So obviously, I'm gonna make sure to get up very early, make sure to get there to Minneapolis on time. You know, catch the train intersection there too. Corner girl. Hey, you guys are the best though, man. Road side. Nah. Yeah, of course you're just playing. Of course you're just playing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love. I feel you on that though, man. Woo! Yeah, I just love it when my LDBC sisters love to go in there and debate and all that. But it's all good, man. All good, man. The camaraderie, just the love out there y'all show for each other. Man, it's been fun. It's fun though. I love it. I absolutely love it. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap this up. I'm gonna go watch Duke and Michigan State at the moment. Thanks for guys for tuning in. on a cloudy day in the city of Minneapolis for MehariNation Sports /radio. So people with the wrenches, I want you all to make sure to spread the word about my channel, and then also make sure to spread the word, and also share the video on your social media platforms. Like I said before, my goal is to try to get to 200 subscribers and try to keep growing the channels as best as my ability. So shout out to the entire LDBC, shout out to the entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community, and that'll do, folks. Have a great night, everybody.